Hello and welcome back to the channel. This reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is for the full moon in Capricorn, and we're going to see what the energies are for you. I do have a spread that I will be using as well, so we're going to be following that. And without further ado, I suppose we shall get started. So, what is the energy of this full moon for Libra? All right, I will be pulling out all the cards, and then I will pull clarifiers for each one as we go, okay? So what is something that Libra has accomplished that they should be proud of? What area of Libra's life could use more attention and focus? That's a whole lot of cards, friends. We're going to pull them out. Where can Libra find a happy balance between work and joy? Work and play, my bad. Same thing though, right? And what steps should Libra take to toward their long-term goals? Beautiful. All right. So on the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Five of Cups, which is feeling of lack, disappointment, it's basically focusing on these 3 cups that have been spilled instead of the 2 that are full right in this area, right? Okay, so we're focusing on the lack parts. So let's see where this goes. The energy of this full moon is the 7 of Wands. So it could feel like you've been backed into a corner, that you are being forced to change, is what I heard. That you are feeling defensive, okay? So let's see, let's clarify the 7 of Wands. Ace of Cups. Five of Wands, all right. So you could feel like there is competition in love. It's possible. It could feel that you are backed against a corner in giving yourself the nurturing and self-love that you need, right? So the 5 of Wands is actually, they look like they're fighting in this card, but it's actually practicing, okay? So it could be that you're practicing filling yourself up and you're laying solid boundaries so you can absolutely give back to yourself, okay? You're putting into practice these habits or things, whatever fills your cup, you're putting them into practice, and you could be really defending that right now, which is fucking beautiful. I'm a Libra moon, and I actually feel that resonates hard. So what is something you've accomplished that you should be proud of? It is the 10 of Cups, you guys. So happy family, happy life, happiness, right? It's like one of the most fulfilled cards in this deck. So let's see with the 10 of Cups. 3 of Cups and Temperance. Oh, that's lovely. So you guys have learned how to balance like your friendships and your family is what I'm hearing. There's celebration that's going on. Maybe within your family, you have let go of things that are no longer serving, which has given room for this. It's like balancing friends and family. That's what I'm hearing. Friends and family, like happiness all around, really. All right, so what area of your life could use more attention and focus? So we have the Fool, the 8 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles, and the Hermit. That's all that came out, okay? So you should be focusing on a new beginning and moving toward that. It is closing out a cycle. Maybe it has to do with money. Doesn't have to be, but anything like earthly or tangible. It could even be like a belief, but I wouldn't really put it there. I think it's like you're going to start taking action because we have this Hermit here as well. So it could be that you've been kind of in hermit mode on like, what do I need to take action on to move myself forward? So it's like coming out of that cycle and embracing this new change and moving forward pretty quickly, I think. So tell me about the Fool. Judgment, yeah. You've made this judgment call to get yourself moving forward. The Eight of Wands. It's like you heard the trumpet and it's time to go. Eight of Wands. Ooh, the Lovers. Yeah. The Lovers can be about a choice. It can be about a choice in love as well. But it's like, I also hear self-love, self-love, self-love. So it's like you're really focusing on balancing the things that bring you, like fill your cup, bring you joy, and what your other life is like, right? Like whether it's your home life or your work life, you're really trying to just balance those things out. You're moving toward this balance. It's the Lovers is the divine masculine, divine feminine. So it's like you're balancing both of those within you, which is beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune. We have the Page of Cups, which was literally just on the bottom. So this cycle ending, of you going within and figuring out where you're supposed to, you know, what your next move is or whatever this is for you. With this cycle ending, you're going to get an offer of some sort. It's probably going to be a small offer with this page here, but it's something that may be emotional. It could be something that really helps fill you up, helps you go on this new adventure, right? The Devil showing up here, it could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be, but it could be that you're just laying down these burdens and this pain, feeling of lack and left out. That could be that cycle that you're ending. Page of Pentacles. Two of Cups. This really could be about relationships, you guys. You could have a new partnership as well that takes place, like in the 3D. Once you let go of this cycle. It could be work, it could be friendship, it could be romantic relationship, whatever that is for you, however it resonates. And the Two of Wands. Yeah, this was a major choice that had to be made, right? It's like, what brings me passion? What fills my cup? What makes me happy? What is this? And so you could be getting this offer, and you might have to make a decision about it. I mean, we are entering into a Mercury retrograde shadow, so it could be somebody from the past as well. I do not see the Six of Cups out here, but it could be. Justice for the Hermit. Yeah. And the Ten of Wands. Yeah. So, you're balancing things out for yourself, right? Putting more attention and focus on what burdens you. Okay, so it's like, wow. All right. So what in your life is becoming really heavy for you? And learning that giving to yourself and giving back to others isn't always like the best thing. I mean, giving to yourself is always great, but giving to others is always like, it can turn into a burden if you're not balancing it out between self and others. Okay, so it's balancing out what feels heavy, balancing out this need to go within all the time, and putting into focus more of this Fool energy, where it's like going after something, no matter what. Wow, imposter syndrome is really popping up a lot for me. All right, so let's see. The Nine of Swords is, how can I find a balance, a happy balance between work and play? So Nine of Swords actually talks about sadness. So we'll see what comes out for that. King of Wands. King of Wands, the Emperor, and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. So, I'm literally feeling how this resonates for myself as well. So it's pretty interesting. So finding a happy balance between work and play, right? It's understanding that when we lean too far into the feminine, if you're overthinking, you're way too far into the feminine, right? Because it leaves no room for action. And literally, that's what we need. Taking action towards standing in your power with you, whatever, like honing your skills. Okay? It's like taking action to stand in your power. That's what the Emperor is. The King of Wands talks about action. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then this is like perfecting your craftsmanship. Okay? So it's like coming out of that overthinking process of feeling sadness or pain. I do see this the cardinal that's in here, which talks about your ancestors being there for you. So they have your back, dude. It's time to take action. Even though you may be confused on what actions to take, because you're reflecting on the past, right? That Six of Cups did show up. So, I think it's just time to let those things go. Look at my nose itch. So it's time to let the past go. The burdens that are from the past, it's time to let them go. The Ten of Wands is out here twice. Okay. So what steps should you take to build toward your long-term goals? We have the Three of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Page of Swords. Yeah. So it's communicating about what hurts and what is feeling heavy to you. 11:22 on my recording. So it's communication. It's like, hey man, whether this is in your partnerships, right? Libra is the South Node right now. So it has to do with partnerships. And then Aries being in the North Node is finding the independence inside of relationships. So whether this is work, family, romantic relationship, friendships, whatever this is, it's finding that independence. So it's like a delegation of tasks is what I hear. And communication on, this is what, being vulnerable. It's like, this is the pain that I'm feeling. This is what's heavy and burdensome. So I'm going to need some help here, right? So it's like asking for help. It's the equal give and take that you're searching for. But people aren't going to know what to give you if you don't use your words. And I know that is like a huge inner child trauma response that we use, because most of us, grew up in a society where your parents were like, I'll give you a reason to cry. You know what I mean? So it's the communication that needs to happen. So tell me about the Three of Swords, please. Three of Swords is feeling left out in the cold, right? That's the pain. You could feeling like you're not connecting with other people. Hanged Man, which keeps you stagnant, right? Maybe you're not feeling abundant. Maybe you're not, the pain is like, I'm feeling left out. I feel alone. I don't feel like I have the money or resources that I need, right? But everything, it's like you're gaining perspective around it. Strength, the Tower's poking out under here. Things are going to change. Once that perception changes that we're all fucking abundant, bro. Like, it just is what it is. We all have, like, we can all attract the same things. It's those beliefs in our head, in our generations, in our systems, right? Where it's like, oh, there's not enough for everybody. But yes, there is. Like, so once you drop this and communicate your needs and communicate the things, you'll have more resources. Ten of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. You've been carrying this burden for quite some time. And I think it's a lack of reciprocation. Yeah. The burden is that this person, this partnership, this job, this whatever this is, has given you like a lack of reciprocation. And you are healing from that. You're healing from the lies, deception. You're moving forward from the illusions. You already know the truth, so you're cutting these things out and you're ready to move forward. It's time, right? And I think if you're going to communicate this to whomever it belongs to. Page of Swords. Knight of Cups. Eight of Wands. Okay, so we were looking at the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Wands here with the Page of Swords. So you're going to be communicating this heavy burden to whomever this belongs to, right? Whether we talked about it before, whether it's a job, a partnership, friendship, whatever this is, you're going to be communicating with them that you are moving forward and taking your cup somewhere else. You're going to be moving on, I think, is the thing. I want to pull one more card. I did get interrupted in this video a little bit to do a session with somebody, so I apologize. Yeah, it's that you're moving away. You got the 8 of Cups here as well. So 2 8s, which means you're moving towards something that's more abundant for yourself, which is a wish fulfillment. You're moving away pretty quickly from this because you've been holding it for so long. It's kept you in this stagnant position of feeling left out in the cold, having to gain perspective, not really feeling like you're in your power, not being able to work toward your own work, your own calling, your own thing, right? So it's time to let this go, and I think that's what you'll be doing around this full moon, okay? Where did those cards go? Oh. Okay, so we're going to be pulling from the Moon Oracle deck. Let's see what we get for Libra, please. One more. Thank you. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck is a time for healing, the balsamic moon, okay? So you're probably in this energy space where you're healing, or once you let go of, wow, you get an extra card. Once we let go of this heavy weight, this burden that we're carrying, and communicate your emotions to this person or place or thing, right? You'll be able to heal and move forward, okay? So the first card that came out is emotions are running high. So with this, I would want to say, try not to react right away. Take things in, sit with them, temper them, feel how you feel, and then communicate, okay? Don't just fly off the handle on somebody, because that's not the way to close cycles very well. You are good enough, the full moon in Virgo. Okay, there could be a lack of worth, right? This could have caused self-worth issues within you. Just understand that you are good enough to move through anything. You are deserving of all things. All of the dreams that you could imagine are totally yours already, right? If you can imagine them, they're already real. So working on that self-worth, I would also focus on your heart chakra, doing some healing around that. I would also, and this one has also got green in it as well, and pink, so that's very much heart chakra, and then crown chakra for these other two. Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. So make sure, because of this 9 of Swords, King of Wands, and the Emperor, and the 8 of Pentacles, right, that shows me that when we get stuck in these burdensome spots, or when we're in our mental space way too much, we tend to not take the necessary steps to move our plan forward, okay? So once you let go of this, you will be able to fully immerse yourself into the practical plan that your dreams need to have in order to come to fruition, right? The last one that popped out is nothing is yet set in stone. And that's the mutable moon, okay? So there are going to be some adjustments that need to be made, okay? Because of the practical plans, the healing time, everything, okay? So we're going to allow yourself to have the healing that needs to be had, so you can plan some things for your future, for these dreams that you want, okay? It is very imperative that we do this now while we're letting go of these things, okay? And we're also going to be in this Mercury retrograde. We're in the shadow period now, I believe, or the next few days, whatever. So we're going to be reevaluating everything that we have planted, all the seeds we've planted until now. And it will be a time for you to make those adjustments, okay? So I hope that reading was helpful. If it helped you in any way, please like, share, subscribe, and then I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.